Strates Shows was founded by my grandfather, who was James E. Strates.
Many, many years ago in Bath, New York, they started the show. My father used to be a wrestler, and they would go around to different cities and they would wrestle the yokel in the community. Someone got the bright idea that they ought to buy a couple of kiddie rides, and so they were starting to get ready for the next season, and they bought a giraffe and they bought a lion.
And then one day the giraffe stuck its head in the lion's cage and the lion grabbed its head and killed it. And that was kind of the crisis that caused everyone to come to the conclusion that they're all going home except my grandfather. Everyone else left, and he bought out their interest, and it changed its name from Southern Tier Shows to the James E. Strates Shows.
And we grew up on the show, living in a railroad car, and traveled around the country and thought it was a normal thing to do. It was just wonderful. For about 15, 16 years, and we had giraffes and you name it, hippopotamus. It was really a menagerie is what we had. Shows used to be much more dominant than they are today. If you ever wanted a police officer, you'd have to go to the girl show, because that's where they hung out.
I remember jumping the fence to get in, because that was a sport. As like a 13-year-old, how we would sneak into the burlesque show on the Midway.
And the Midway was totally different. But they put on a wonderful, almost like a little Broadway show. It was great.
But people still think about the double Ferris wheel. They loved it.
Things changed and the show started to drift away, and as they did, we were left with what people normally would consider today's carnival, which is predominantly a group of large rides that are becoming more lit and more computer driven. I mean, the big trend right now is to put LED lights on the ride.
The type of rides that you have today and the much larger rides, like the roller coasters, that giant wheel was unheard of, in times past. Fun, just fun. It was always exciting.